It's our last day in this house. We've just moved everything out, so I thought I'd reminisce with you. Little bits that we want to remember, because we spent 9 years of our life here and we've sweat and bled until we got it done. So it's a shame we're leaving it, really. So let's start. First of all, I've written things down because I won't remember them. Up there is where Steve fell through the ceiling because he was doing Naomi's room in the attic. I fell down these stairs with Jacob when he was just 2 years old, and I saved him by hurting myself. There is where Jordan kept banging the wall and popping the screws through, so the plaster were coming off the walls, and it did Steve's head in. I did that twice a year.
Yeah, probably more than that. And he would have done that.
And it used to really piss him off doing it again. And while he fell against the wall, he'd jump at the same time, which caused the same kind of thing happen up here with the pin that came through. In this room, Steve laid the flooring. The next day I was ironing, dropped the iron and chipped the floor, which also did Steve's head in for years. There is where the shower used to be upstairs. Jacob had his first shower and all the water flooded through into that corner and nearly hit the telly. This room also used to be 2 rooms, so Steve put that RSJ in there. But what did Steve's head in the most was on this side. The doorway that used to go into that room is still trying to get through the wall. And how many times we've gone over it with, what's it called? Filler. God knows how many times we've gone over that with filler. I'm so clumsy. Also, what Steve never knew until now, because we've been covering it with a rug. This room, Steve laid the floor in, and I dropped a bottle of wine out of the fridge, which caused a chip in the floor. Where is it? You can't see it because I coloured it in. There it is. Caused a white chip in the flooring. I've been colouring it in ever since. And that happened about 7 years ago. That window, we went out one summer's evening, only to get a phone call that my sister was down from England. We weren't in, but that window was open. So she climbed through the window to get to the water to fill up the swimming pool, so they were just her and the kids in the garden. She climbed through the window and broke it, and still to this day, Lauren, you still say you didn't break it. And that happened about 5 years ago. This is where we buried our 3 chickens, 1, 2, 3. When Steve finished the roof on this garage, he walked me down this path to have a look, and I stood on a rake that was there, and it cut my eye right open. That wall of the kitchen, when Steve were building it, he built it too high, and as he turned round from the wall to get something, I don't know what it was, the wall fell down and missed him by about half a second. He almost died building that extension. Last but not least, every summer's evening we'd sit on that decking, drinking gin and watching our chickens run around on the garden. I'm gonna miss that. I really am gonna miss it. For the whole of the 4 years that this bathroom has been done, Whenever I've sat on the toilet, I've always noticed the grout that I never removed from the leg of the bath. I'm going to remove it today. It's been bugging me, and when I get off the toilet, I'm so quick to wash my hands, I forget about it. So I'm going to do that now. Now I'm happy with that. Oh. Bye, house. Loads of memories. Bye, house.
Bye, house.
Oh well, let's look forward. New adventure. And we will get our small hold in.